Police are targeting a Lexington neighborhood that's seen an increase in car break-ins.
4 people face charges after police in Whitley County say they made a disturbing discovery at a home. They say they found children and animals living in filth.
Why hundreds of people are saying October 31st is a bad night for trick-or-treating in Lexington this year.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
Good evening to you. An alert tonight for people living in one of Lexington's largest neighborhoods. Police say someone is stealing weapons, electronics, and other items from unlocked cars.
So today, Lexington police went door to door in the Masterson Station neighborhood warning people. Victor Puente is tracking the investigation tonight. He has the crime alert in our top story at 6.
Everything's fine. I just want to make sure, let you know your back window's down. And the reason I was telling you that, we've had a lot of thefts in the neighborhood.
Those thefts have been numerous enough. The Lexington police are increasing patrols and trying to increase awareness.
The back window's open. That's easy access for anybody who wants to reach in there and take a few seconds to take something that doesn't belong to them.
Officer Shane Kennedy spent a few hours this afternoon handing out information to people living in Masterson Station, letting them know there's been a rash of thefts from vehicles, 9 over the past month. And in most cases, the vehicles that were stolen from had their doors unlocked. Officer Kennedy says in a large percentage of these thefts, the people who are targets can take steps to keep from becoming victims.
Roll your window up, lock your doors, make sure your valuables are in your trunk. That'll reduce things pretty drastically.
In 3 of those cases, guns were taken from vehicles. Police are asking that anything of value be brought inside or put in your trunk.
Not to leave any firearms, not to leave any spare keys, or again, anything, cash or anything like that in the vehicle, because those are prime targets. GPS, they see a GPS in the window, they most likely are going to try to get into the vehicle.
Police plan to have a heavier presence in the neighborhood in the coming weeks, and they hope the public can help them put an end to the crimes of opportunity. In Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
And police say if your vehicle is stolen, you might be able to turn it in on your homeowner's insurance. They say that most car insurance doesn't cover theft. New tonight, Lexington police have shut down a stretch of Old Frankfort Pike after a crash brought down some power lines. It happened about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Police say a dump truck went off the road and knocked down a utility pole, leaving power lines all over the road. No one was injured, but police think Old Frankfort will be closed between New Circle and McConnell's Trace until about 11 tonight. About 30 customers have lost power in that area, including the Lexington Humane Society.
What investigators say they found inside a Whitley County home led to 4 people being arrested. They say they found some children living with pigs and other animals in filthy conditions. The children's parents, Joshua and Aurora Jenkins, were among those arrested. The Whitley County Sheriff's Office also released pictures they say shows the conditions in that home. Phil Pendleton talked to the parents this afternoon.
Inside this home on Old Mill Road in Whitley County,
it was just a pitiful state.
3 kids, all under 4, allegedly left with this man, Frank Lockaby, who is wanted on child endangerment charges. Police say a welfare check on a horse brought an animal control officer to the home. He says he found unsupervised small kids instead.
There was feces on the floor, just purely filthy. I looked through the refrigerator, it was filthy.
The parents, 24-year-old Joshua Jenkins and his wife, 22-year-old Aurora, were charged with 3 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor.
My husband had to walk to come get me due to the fact that the landlord kicked us out after paying for our rent, and my husband left somebody else in charge.
And I spoke with the landlord, and he says this couple is behind on their rent, and he told me what they are saying about him is simply not true. He says he agrees with police that the kids were in harm's way.
You could find anything in that house but a bar of soap.
Police also say broken glass was found outside where one child was running barefoot.
Outside of the house where the glass had been shattered, yes, in one spot, but not all over. And most of it is picked up.
Police say the kids are now in the care of other relatives. In Whitley County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Police say Lockaby, the man who was supposed to be babysitting, was wanted in Knox County and arrested. And they say a 4th person, Jonathan Dawson, was arrested on outstanding charges in Laurel County. New tonight, Lexington police need your help finding 3 people accused of using stolen credit cards. Police posted these surveillance pictures of the suspects on Facebook. In one case, police say a man and woman used a stolen credit card for some expensive purchases. Police say the card was stolen from a woman's purse as she shopped at the Meijer in Hamburg. In another case, police say a woman used a credit card that had been stolen from another shopper's purse in Hamburg. Police say the victim didn't know the card had even been stolen until her credit card company told her about some large purchases. Police don't know if the 2 cases are connected.
New tonight, the University of Louisville is now joining other law enforcement agencies to investigate allegations against the men's basketball program. In a statement released today, U of L police said they're now working with Louisville Police and the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office as part of the investigation. In a newly released book, Katina Powell claims former U of L staffer Andre McGee paid escorts to have sex with players and recruits. The Jefferson County Commonwealth's Attorney's Office says it's also investigating possible criminal violations based on Powell's claims that her daughters were involved in the escort trade before they turned 18.
No change in our weather today as the sunshine and warm temperatures continued across the Bluegrass. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has a look now at your forecast.
Absolutely gorgeous yet again today. Sun, a little bit of cloud cover from time to time. We've got more sun across the south than we do the north. Let's show you that with our Corbin Skycam. Look at the sun-splashed Interstate 75 corridor here. Now look at what we're facing in Lexington. Yeah, some fairly decent clouds beginning to wander by our skyline here at the station. 76 degrees. Thermometer continues to drop. Humidity's up a little bit to 50%. Still, though, easterly wind that is very light. Nothing compared to what we've been going through over the past several days. And you can see on Defender how those clouds are exactly more prominent across central and northern Kentucky than what we're seeing across the south and the southeast. If you're out this evening, we're still around 70 before sunset. Then it's a slow drop into the low 60s as temperatures cool by 11 o'clock or so. I'll come back in a few minutes to talk about how the nice weather has a lifespan, guys, of about 48 more hours. Then a cold front arrives. We'll track that into town and track it out of town when I come back in a few minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you. Well, this nice weather comes at a good time for tonight's Luke Bryan outdoor concert. As many as 20,000 people could show up for the show at Talon Winery on Tates Creek Road.
It was originally scheduled for last Thursday, if you recall, but postponed because of a lot of rain. Officer Don just flew over Tates Creek Road in Sky First. This video shows cars backed up for miles waiting to get to the concert area. The show begins in about an hour. Our Garrett Weimer joins us with the latest.
Less than an hour now until that concert starts, and the stream of cars coming has been nonstop. The cars keep coming to Talon Winery. It's a few days later than originally planned after it had to be rescheduled.
Everyone was upset. Customers, Talon, we were upset. Luke Bryan was upset. I'm sure you all heard him speak. But today the weather is just amazing, and it's going to be an even better night than the last time because of, the great weather. Everyone's going to be in a better mood.
The sun and 2 helicopters have dried out the field, and everyone's ready for a good time tonight. That includes Leela Lane, who says she brought her sister-in-law to the concert as a thank you.
And my sister-in-law is a caretaker for my dad at least 4 or 5 hours a day. It was either that or the nursing home, and we really couldn't live without her. So I'm bringing her tonight. I'm getting up at 6 a.m. in the morning, and I'm going to work.
One concern has been all the traffic getting out here because it is just a rural 2-lane road to get here. Lane said she came out here early to try to avoid the worst of the traffic, but police are at the entrance directing traffic, and we're also told that they're monitoring some of the traffic lights on the way to get here as well. In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Garrett, thank you. And here's some more video from Officer Don in Sky First. This shows the stage setup and some of the early crowds that have shown up for the concert. Large area out there at Talon Winery where they're having this concert. The show is scheduled to begin at 7 o'clock.
It is going to be a busy Halloween in Lexington with the Breeders' Cup at Keeneland and a home UK football game. But one man says city leaders should give children and their parents a treat by moving trick-or-treating to the night before Halloween. So now he has started a petition. And as Sam Smith tells us new at 6, he already has hundreds of signatures.
The man that started the petition says trick-or-treating on top of the UK football game and the Breeders' Cup has him concerned about safety.
So there's just going to be so much going on.
Luther Andall posted the petition last week after talking with other parents.
To discuss the impact that would have both on us from a conflict standpoint, and then secondly from traffic, and you know, with people out driving and maybe not making the best decisions.
The petition has more than 600 signatures from people that are okay with moving Halloween from Saturday the 31st to the day before, the 30th.
I would question why it has to be on a Saturday when we have such major impact in the city.
City officials say Halloween will continue to be celebrated on October 31st. Police say they're more than ready to handle everything going on that day. Andel says he plans to trick or treat with his kids on the 30th, with his friends that are also participating.
I just think it would be great to have a family-friendly Friday night and allow us to focus from an adult perspective on the two major events that we have going on Saturday.
Andal says once he gets 1,000 signatures, he'll present the petition to the council. In Lexington, Sam Smith, WKYT.
Right now, trick-or-treating in Lexington is set from 6 until 8 the night of October 31st. New tonight, Lexington city leaders are thinking about paying a consulting group to weigh site locations for new government center.
According to Business Lexington, an Urban County Council panel recommended the city pay nearly $200,000 to the consulting group. If approved, the group would have 90 days to deliver a report and recommendations. The new developers of the Centerpoint project have suggested the city build a new government center there, but city leaders have not set any kind of timeline for a possible move.
In Kentucky, you can find thoroughbreds on racetracks or at farms, but what happens when their time on the track is over? These horses are in Paris getting ready for the National Thoroughbred Makeover. It gives the horses a chance to do something else after they retire from racing. The Retired Racehorse Project helps owners and riders give their thoroughbreds a chance to compete in other events.
They were all trained to race, and when they didn't make it on the racetrack, they were retired and retrained to do something else. So today we have horses who've been retrained as show jumpers, as hunt horses, as dressage horses, as Western horses that do ranch work, as trail horses. There's something for everyone.
Horses from around the country will compete in the $100,000 TCA Thoroughbred Makeover in Lexington. It's October 23rd through the 25th at the Kentucky Horse Park.